was a Clubhouse room. Somebody started it. It was, can Joe Budden continue to level up without Rory and Maul, without his guys? And I went there and I peeked in there from the burner, of course.
That's all you gotta be on the burner. Gotta be on the
It was from the burner until I got too mad. Then I used mine. I'm in here now. Fuck is you niggas talking about in here? What's happening? Right? So I go in there and they throwing all these theories at the wall. Mm-hmm. And I get on the stage and I say, yo, man, y'all ain't never went through nothing with your friends? Like, to me, that is transparent. But the problem, think about all the things that you could possibly get into with your friends.
All right, man. So I made the room. The actual title was, can Joe Budden leave Rory and Maul behind and still level up? Right? Y'all know Joe has been on Clubhouse for a minute. He disappeared, went to get the bag, Patreon, all that good shit. Now, there's fire in the house. No Rory, no Maul, but there's still Joe Budden and there's still the network, right? A lot of people on Clubhouse feel like they have relationships with Joe, so they didn't want to touch the topic. I said, this is content. I'm getting straight to it. So I covered the shit for 5 hours straight. I was shooting from all angles, grenades, bombs, AR-15s. I wasn't playing, son. AK-47s, low pistols, big guns, all kinds of shit. I call that speculative journalism. I had to research that shit too, right after that room. I said, what the fuck was that? That shit was great, but what was that? We mine through the smoke till we find the gems. Now, I'm gonna just give you an example of some of the angles where I was shooting at before Joe came up, okay?
Remember, there was Rockefeller, and then it turned into Rock Nation, right? Mm-hmm. And some people had to be left behind, right? At that point in time, niggas was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? How is Jay gonna survive this shit? Is it a situation where Joe is transitioning to his network and some people just gotta be left behind?
That will make Rory and Maul, Dame, and Dash. So I was shooting. And then Joe just popped up, you know. You would think Joe would come up, you know, with remember the OVO kids when Joe was picking up rocks, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? But let you kind of get into the react, how Joe came in with the shit that he was wearing on his PTR. It was saying, tell them ordinary Joes button up. So I cleared the stage, you know what I mean, in terms of like getting my one mic on, and I give Joe Budden the premise.
So basically, I made the room. You know, I saw the podcast today. And you know, your two homies, Rory and Maul, they're not on the show right now. And you know, from what I heard.
Go on mute, Jason.
Hold on. From what I heard you said, you're saying you told Rory to take some time off, and Maul is not feeling that. So personally, I'm like, yo, there has to be some shit going on behind the scenes. So I'm speculating, is Joe just trying to level up and focus on his network, and he's just trying to like save face, like, yo, I don't want people to think I'm like not trying to fuck with Rory and Maul. So I'm just gonna make the public think I still want to be cool with these niggas, but this is my plot to just get the fuck away from these niggas and move on.
That is the premise, right? But that's not the part that Joe will really cover publicly, right? You know, he has to speak to the obvious shit, you know, because he's on the public platform, everybody's listening, you know what I mean? This is what is expected to be said, right? Joe's not going to come out and be like, yo, I'm going from Rockefeller Joe to Rock Nation Joe. He's not going to say that, right? He's going to sing his way through that shit. Just watch. So he's going to give you the hook. That's the obvious one. The catchy part. Go ahead.
Or is this some real personal shit that's happening that y'all need to fix and time is needed?
I wasn't here. I don't know what was said.
Joe was there in the audience, mad as shit. His burner account listening to me just go off. I don't know for how long, but I was going off for 5 hours.
I get the uproar. I understand. And I get it, man. The show holds a place in people's hearts. Everybody here has friends, and everybody here goes through things with their friends, you know? Right? Like, it's not such a foreign thing. Like, I know it gets convoluted because it's business involved and it plays out in front of the public. I get all of that. But everybody here has friends, and everybody here goes through things with their friends. And that's where we are in real time.
Okay, so Joe breaks it down that way, and at that point in time, so if you've been speculating the shooter from all angles, now you got to find a position to play when he responds like that, right? So first thing I'm thinking is, I know the niggas want the smoke, so let me get the smoke. I was about to say some shit like, Ak has been keeping his foot on Rory and Maul's neck for months, and maybe they want Joe to denounce Ak, and Joe is not doing that because Joe's like, when I had my shit with OVO, y'all was clowning me. I'm not even clowning y'all about Ak shit, but y'all don't want me to talk to him and do business with him. I was going to put that out there and see what I could get from Joe, but before I could even go anywhere, man, Joe chin checked the nigga real fast.
Yo, and I hear it like
Joe was ready. Joe picked up his gun. That nigga Joe came with that little pistol. So yo, at this point in time, we got like 3,300 people in the room. We go from 250 as soon as Joe walked in. That just shows you what he can do with Clubhouse when they turn that shit into the new Patreon down the line. You know what I'm saying? That just shows you what he can do. You know what I mean? He can come to a room and right then and there, there's 3,300 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? Spotlight, it's like, bomb. Joe ready. Hold on.
I hear it like, if you don't want
I'm not doing an interview neither, Sam.
Oh! That nigga said that shit. That shit was, I was like, damn, nigga.
like, if you don't want
I'm not doing an interview neither, Sam. I just came because
he said it one time, not twice. All right.
This is a private matter, as it should be amongst friends.
At this point, I reset the room, right? Because I'm like, I gotta come up with a new strategy, and I know Joe has an ego, right? So I'm like, if I can get the room to open up and people talk, but I focus on people saying Joe, 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 he's gonna start talking. And then I'm gonna do that interview. But I wanna warm him into the room. All right?
Nah, don't move nobody to the don't move nobody to the audience. I just wanna say this real quick. So, like, it's cool you're here. It's not an interview, that's not my purpose. But you can just chill out here, but we're just gonna continue the conversation. So I wanna let the people in the audience know we can just keep the conversation going the way that we were having it, and just just keep talking. You know what I mean? Don't hold nothing back. Let's just keep it going.
And of course, while I'm trying to make that happen, you have a motherfucking heckler, because before, like I told you, the niggas that's been watching you drop all the smoke, they like, nah, nigga, we want smoke.
No, don't even.
Y'all got scared since Joe got here.
responsive.
Yo, whoa, hold on, Chris, relax.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate right now.
Y'all move me to the audience just because I was asking a question?
Wait. Let me say this real quick, Chris. I don't want niggas to start using words like that. Like, don't say niggas got scared. Niggas not scared. He said, yo, like, I don't want this to be an interview. And I said, we've been talking before he was here, so let's keep the conversation going how it's been going. If the nigga don't want to really talk, that's cool. If he wants to speak, he can just unmute his mic and say some shit, answer the question, whatever. But yo, don't do like niggas are scared or whatever. That's not the case.
So I regained control of the room back, and Joe finally gives us, I want to say, an emotional response, a friendly one, in the sense that he was speaking from a real place about his friends, what he's going through, the podcast, having a lot on his shoulders, and, things that he missed. He was taking accountability, you know what I mean? So
He's talking about friendship, like business, cool. There's a million businesses. There'll always be that. But when you spot some shit that from your eye just ain't really right as a friend, and this is only from my brain, of course, I'm not speaking for anybody else, then you do whatever's best to improve the situation. And I'll be honest, speaking as a network head and podcast host, there are some signs, some tall tale signs that I just missed. I missed them. I didn't see it. I'm sorry, I was busy. Network, pod over here. You're not going to see it all. And as you're attempting to build something, you kind of need friends. You kind of need people that you trust, people that you can have intense conversations with, people that have a run with you, kind of know where your heart lie. And if those things aren't right in podcast world for me, then fuck this podcast.
Joe's saying he can say fuck the podcast, but he's never going to say fuck the network, right? Because it's all about Rock Nation Joe. I want y'all niggas, Rock Nation Joe. That's where I see things. You know, that's where I see things. I see Joe, Ak, Wayno. I see that show. Niggas to listen to the premise just one more time.
Is Joe just trying to level up and focus on his network, and he's just trying to like save face, like, yo, I don't want people to think I'm like not trying to fuck with Rory or Mal, so I'm just gonna make the public think I still want to be cool with these niggas, but this is my plot to just get the fuck away from these niggas and move on.
Joe can have, because he got the network, he can have so many people that listen to him that want to start their own podcast, millennials, all the niggas that fuck with Joe. He can have so many contracts and get their content on his network platform. Like, Joe is bigger than the Joe Budden podcast, you know? And sometimes you got to go from Rockefeller Joe to Rock Nation Joe.
She did not get whatever she got based off the success of Insecure. I'm going to lean back. I'm going to give everybody a minute to sit with that. Rookie deal. She put out Insecure. It was a hit.
Correct.
Every season it aired, it was a hit. Mm-hmm.
Great show.
That still don't get you your $40 million.
Why not? She have 15 other projects that she's working on.
Mm-hmm.
Read it, nigga. Read it. Get loud. Read it. Put some treble in your voice.
Explaining why
you got glasses on. Try to understand this in real time. So everybody that says Joe is a psycho lunatic that does bad business could just get a better understand. I'm not yelling because I'm angry. Off mic, I'm as calm as can be.
All right, I'm gonna read it. Explaining why she stuck with HBO rather than jumping ship to one of the many other platforms that made her offers, she said, I have so much respect for the executives in various departments. When people believe in you and build with you, I tend to want to further that relationship, she said.
What do you know? Can I hit a gunshot? When people believe in you and build with you, it's instinctual of me to want to further the relationship. You were saying something.
That's just been a staple of mine with so many other people that I work with on various projects. So I'm looking forward to see what this marriage looks like.
So even with her hit show Insecure that's been running 5 seasons, she still had to leverage other shows,
other projects,
to get the $40 million that she, air quotes, allegedly received. That she can never tell somebody she received.
She shouldn't.
Because what would happen if you knew that she received that?
Pocket watching.
Of course.
Oh, Lawrence is quitting Best Buy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Lawrence is at her house.
Oh, you got how
every
much?
day.
No.
Stupid, yo. Hey, not only that, you got that much. How much do you think I deserve from that? You can't make Insecure without me. Know what Issa Rae says? Well, you're absolutely right. But Insecure didn't get this done. The Insecure people say, what do you mean? It's a smash. Yeah, you can't have the smash without me. You ain't shit. Issa says, I did this 90 other times without you. I can't get to $40 million without them. It don't matter how great we think Insecure is, it just can't happen. Hello, the room says what? Quiet, nothing, internet commenters, executives going crazy. I know!